already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get all the notifications of when I go live. Today is literally just going to be a video on just straight up witchy tips. And of course I forgot something, but luckily I have one of these instead. So, candle tips of the day. For one, if you use one of these, do not pack it with herbs and shit, okay? Let me explain. So I see a lot of people, they'll like heat this up, you do you, but they'll heat this up and they'll just start packing and packing and packing. That is a fire hazard, okay? Literally, we're going to use this bay leaf, right? So say if I wanted to add this, right, I would, boom, and I would use a mortar and pestle, food processor, whatever, and I would get that as small as possible, right, and then apply it, right? Now, you may be asking, well, why not just pack it? Everything you add to a candle, whether you are pouring the wax yourself and or one of these, it will affect how it burns. Too much of anything will affect how that candle burns, therefore affect how your spell work does. Now, another thing that I've also seen, if you do not have a torch and you can't like blow things like that, get something sharp, you're going to poke a hole in it, and then you're going to add a drop to 2 drops of oil in this. Now, I'm not really going to do anything else to this because this is actually a financial candle that I'll be fully creating on Friday, but this is the only candle that I have at hand. Now, oils. Oils are another thing that I've just seen a lot of people waste. If you did not know, this is my oil box. I'm obsessed with using magical oils. So, how would we do that? Now, again, I'm not actually going to open this and do it, but do like this, and you're going to get a little bit, right? And then you can rub the top of it, right? Now, say this is a normal candle, right? What you're going to do is, if you are banishing or you're trying to take away, you're trying to delete something from your life, you're going to go from the bottom outward, right? Okay, if you're trying to bring something in, you're going to start from the top and go down. But I've seen people where they'll just pop this sucker open and just pour that stuff. Why? That is a waste of product. Okay? Now, again, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your practice, but that is a waste of product. I've had some of these for like 2 years. By the way, Art of Root, amazing company. Now, I also make my own, but like with this right here, I'm not going to pour half this bottle on this candle. It's a waste. Magic oils, if done properly, all you need is literally, I can always use protection, so that is all you need. That is it. You do not have to pour that shit all over the place, okay? No. Way too much. So, bay leaf. What if you wanted to burn a bay leaf, and normally you always burn your hands? Simple solution. Get a toothpick, and boom. Let's slightly walk her over here. Yes, I have a fireproof dish up under me. Boom. And then you're going to collect those ashes. Why are you going to collect those ashes? That's another witchy tip. So, say you use petitions in your practice. Kudos to you for using petitions. But, we're going to use this piece of paper, right? Say this is a petition that has been... Also, by the way, when you make petitions, if you're trying to bring something to you, you're going to fold it towards you, right? If you're trying to delete something, banish something, you're going to fold it away from you. And I could go 10 times more in detail with this. But, put this up under your candle, right? You're going to do this thing. And then after that, or another thing, put it up under the candle, or soak it with oil like you normally would. Again, the same amount. Dab it, activate it. You can whisper on it, slap it. I like to slap. Yes, you need to activate your sigils and your petitions. But in general, burn it. Burn it, collect the ash, and then add the ash to the candle. Financial blessings. A great recipe for that. Get a dollar bill, a bay leaf, rosemary, multiple other things that symbolize prosperity, money, and then burn it into an ash, and then boom, you have a money drawing powder. Also, did you know that you can use regular white rice in your practice for multiple things, prosperity, but to add an extra level of hoof, you're going to get either food coloring or non-toxic paint, preferably use food coloring. Say green for prosperity, money, or you can use gold. I've used gold paint before. But you were going to assign a color to it. So for road openings and unblockings, you can add yellow and or orange to that rice, right? So you're going to mix it with dry ice, with dry rice. You're going to mix it around, put it on a pot or put it on a pan, and turn your oven to the lowest setting possible. You're only going to do this for about 5 to 10 minutes, and or put it outside when the wind's not blowing so it can fully dry. Once they're fully dry, put it in a jar. Boom. Now you have things that you can add to your magic to amplify that. If you can get your hands on High John the Conquering Root, did you know that High John the Conquering Root, and obviously, yes, I have it, High John the Conquering Root, also shout out to Conchcadia, amazing, this is where I got this from, High John the Conquering Root is a very, very powerful up for a root for money, for prosperity, for gambling. But did you know you can add it to spell work to boost the power of said spell work? Now, when you work with roots like this, you are going to have to connect to its spirit. So remember that. And it does not have to be this big. Another root that you can also get your hands on is Jezebel root. Yes, Jezebel root can be worked in money magic, relationship magic, domination spells. Also, those are just two roots that I don't really hear a lot of people talk about. Um, but yeah, those are just some easy things that you can do. And also, I cannot express this enough. I've already done a book review on it. Hoodoo Herbal. This book right here will change the way you view normal houseplants that you have outside. Because you know how a lot of pagan books focus on rosemary, thyme, basil, all that shit, right? Every single correspondence that those herbs have, you have them right outside in your front yard and or your local park that has those qualities. Blew your mind. Yes, I know. Okay. Now, a money bowl. That has been very, very popular. I'm going to teach you how I make my money bowls, and it is an Appalachia folk practicing way. So, you're going to get a bowl, a jar, or a box. I use a box. That's just how I am. It's a gold jewelry box. Traditionally, you would keep this right next to your front door. We used to have bubbers inside, so that really wasn't an option. So we left it where? Our kitchen table, which is also the hearth of our home. You're going to start off with, a lot of people, it's like salt. No, I do not use a lot of salt in my practice due to the fact that, and I do not care if you believe this or not, this is just what I believe. There were studies done that salt does not just absorb negative energy, it absorbs all energy. But specifically, instead of using salt, an alternative to that is cornstarch. By the way, if you buy a box of cornstarch, the things that you can do with that in your practice is almost limitless. But you're going to add the cornstarch first at the bottom of the bowl. Why is this? Because it is supposed to be like a nest egg. It's supposed to be the comfort to it, the cushion to it, if you will. And then you're going to add pennies, dimes, nickels, dollars. You can add a couple of other herbs. I just preferably just use my money mix that I have. It's a bunch of different herbs like cinnamon, rosemary, oak leaves, resurrection fern, ferns in general, and also a little bit of rose of Jericho. A couple other things, but I'm not going into that. A couple of crystals, and then I also have some sigils in there. Now, a lot of debate is, well, can you use the money that's in your money bowl? Yes, for emergencies. If you have a bill, if you're in that pinch, yes, you can, but either leave a single dollar and or 7 pennies in that money bowl. That way it continuously goes. You can also add bay leaves to your wallet. But also another thing that I love doing, whether it's a credit card, whether it's actual cash or even coins, is you're going to charm them. What do I mean by this? You're going to gather all of them and you're going to chant over it, money in, money out times 2. Money in, money out times 2. No, I said that wrong. Money out, money in times 2. What this is going to symbolically represent is every single time you have to spend money, it's going to come back to you times 2. It will work. Trust me on that. Now, another thing that you always see at the beginning of the first of the month, and if you want to do that, you can. It's a waste of powder, but blowing cinnamon powder in your front door. For one, if you do that and you just sit and you don't do anything to try to get you that finances, it's not going to work. What you can do, on the other hand, is use a cinnamon broom. You can find them at Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. If you do not like the cinnamon broom idea, one of the reasons I love it you will hang it on your actual door. The reason is when you open that door, it's going to sweep that prosperity, it's going to sweep the negativity out and sweep prosperity and positive vibes in. But you can also, an altercation or an alternative to that is just get a cinnamon stick. You can write runes on it and put it in front of, put it on top of your door. On top of that, you can also get white vinegar, distilled white vinegar and or cleaning vinegar. You can either add like actual whole herbs to it, and or if you have essential oils, you can add that. Drop it in there, and then you're going to wash your front and back door. It's called a door wash, and or you can do it as a floor wash as well. Because how it's made, it literally is going to charm the entire door to help bring in that prosperity. Now remember, after every single prosperity or money spell that you do, you are going to do everything in your power to meet the universe halfway. Advertise, 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 self promote. I cannot express that enough. Trust me, I suck at it. I'm changing that. On top of that, when doing money magic, instead of asking for like to win the lottery, ask for at least $5 to $10 above what you need, and or $5 to $10 below the exact number of money you need. On top of that, if if you're financially, if you're good for like bills and like survival and shit like that, but you still need money, say to buy this or to buy a specific object, instead of asking for money, ask for that object. There are so many times where I've needed something, and instead of just going out and buying a new one or buying an old one, literally through magic and through word of mouth, it was gifted to me. Now that would technically be manifestation, but yes, on top of that, use magnets with your money bowl. There's also, you can get lodestone, which I'm still yet to get, but you can use magic and lodestones. You can also use pyrite. I am obsessed with pyrite. I love pyrite to death. It is amazing. But there are so many things that you can use to bring that prosperity in. And always keep your dimes, nickels, and quarters. Also, here's some homework for y'all at home. Look for change, specifically pennies, in a specific year, or I think it's about a 10 to 30 year, where they actually use a little bit more metal material than the other, and it's really, really great for money magic. And if you're following me on Instagram, if you scroll back a little bit, you'll actually see a post where it's a picture of pennies where I actually have that listed there. And if you're not already, why are you not following me on Instagram, and why are you not following my podcast? Also, a new episode just dropped yesterday. Also, for anybody who doesn't follow me on TikTok or have a TikTok, if you made it this far, well, congratulations, community service. I have a retribution hex jar that I'm offering to the community. So if you got a toxic person in your life, stick them in this bitch. It's $5 per partition, but you're going to stick them in here, or I'm going to stick them in there. And the point of this is not to fuck up their lives or to make their lives go to hell. It is a retribution spell, which means certain things are going to repeat over and over again until they learn their lessons and, seek help. Also, for the month of March, the cutoff date to this one is March 8th. I am offering a financial blessing and block remover. Basically, this is going to help those finances come to you. If you are owed money or debt or anything like that, it's also going to be attracted to you. It's $1 per petition, and the cutoff date to this is March 8th, because I'll be fully creating it on March 9th, which is the full moon. And that is $1 per petition. Please email me for either or of them before sending a donation or anything like that. That way it helps me keep better track of it. For both of those, I will need a full name and a birthday. That way I can tag lock everything. So yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe, share this video. If you made it this far, let me know your favorite plant emoji. There we go. Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you ever have a magical question, want to book a reading with me, or any type of custom spell work, you can email me. It'll be listed below in the description of this video. And or if you just have a magical question or a magical experience you would like to share, email me. You're going to connect to me faster through email. Also, Linktree listed below has all the content that I make, all the other platforms that I'm on, and we also have an amazing Discord. That Discord is 18 plus. But if you would like to join it, come on, join the Lotus family. But as always, thank you so much. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you're not already subscribing, what are you doing with your life? Let me know if y'all like me to make another video on this, or a couple more videos on just straight up witchy tips. But as always, I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.